want to share with you a very simple way to go from 10K a month to 100K a month in revenue and profit, whatever that looks like for you. My name is Ross Alex. It's a late night stream. It's almost 12:30 at night, winding down for the day. Crazy productive day. Amazing. Absolutely amazing day. Closing two deals, either tomorrow or Monday. Simultaneous deals. If it's next week, it'll be 3 deals. So the real estate space is booming. The internet market space is booming as well. So whatever industry you're in, a very simple way to go from 10K to 100K a month, how I did it, is maybe a lot more simple than you think. All right, so make sure to hit the like button on this video and let's get into it. I want you to think about what you did to make the money that you made. Okay, think about that. Think about, and this is maybe not necessarily for what you're doing in your job, if you have one, but in your business. What you're doing to achieve the level of income that you're creating for yourself in your business, right? So you're going out, you're producing something, you're putting in some sort of grind and yielding a certain result, right? Now, maybe you're not at 10K a month yet, and that's okay, because this works for any number. How to go from a certain amount of income, okay? Now, whether that's net profit, revenue, take it how you want to take it, and how to take it to the next level. Well, my mentor ran this by me, okay? My $100 million mentor, the guy's he's sharp as a tack, man. And he told me this a couple of years ago. He said, look, Ross, the only thing that's stopping you from getting to $1 million is this one thing. And he said, look, exactly what you're doing right now, if you factor in this one thing, well, then you'll be at a completely different number. And this one thing stops people. It literally stops people dead in their tracks. They're confused. They don't know what to do. They're scratching their head. They're like, how do I make more money? How do I do it? How do I do it? And it's only one thing, and that one thing is a zero. It's literally a zero or a couple of zeros. And that's it. That's literally it. Look at, I want you to take out a pen. Take out a pen and write down 10. Then write down 100. Then write down 1,000. Then write down 10,000. Then write down 100,000. Then write 1,000,000. Then write 10 million. Now notice the only difference between these numbers is a zero or a couple of zeros. And when I learned this, when this was instilled in me, it changed everything. It changed everything, because at the time I was making 10K a month consecutively, and I was pissed off at making only 10K a month. This is a few years ago, and I implemented this strategy, and this strategy was this. Okay, now you know what it's going to take you to get from $10,000 to $100,000 a month in income or revenue or whatever, and it's just a few zeros, right? Well, what did you do to make that $10,000 a month? What did you do to make that $10,000 in 1 month? Whatever you did, obviously it works to some extent to make 10K in 1 month. Now, all you have to do, okay, literally, I wish it was more difficult than this, but it's not. People just complicate it. Remember, making money is not difficult. Making money is very simple. It's just different. It requires different things and different sacrifices and different paths, and making money is not difficult. In fact, 1,700 new millionaires are made every single day in the United States. Every day. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. 1,700 millionaires every single day. All right, so making money is not difficult. It's just different. Think about what you did to make that 10K in 1 month, and fuel the fire with 10 times the amount of work, 10 times the amount of grind, 10 times the amount of hustle, 10 times the amount of prospects, 10 times the amount of deals, 10 times the amount of marketing, 10 times the amount of advertising, 10 times the amount of everything. Multiply it by 10. Now, if you take 10,000 and you multiply it by 10, what do you got? Somebody let me know. What do you got? I'm terrible at math. I didn't even graduate. I didn't even graduate math class. They failed me like 4 times. I'm absolutely terrible. Somebody tell me what, if you take 10,000 and you multiply it by 10, what do you got? $1 million? If you multiply 10,000 by 10, that's $1 million. $10,000 times 10 is $1 million. Thank you, Kevin. Holy smokes. I guess you guys failed math too. 10,000 times 10 is not $1 million. 100,000 times 10 is $1 million. It's 100,000. So that's the only thing, literally, that's stopping you from get to the next level. That's it. If you can make 20K in 1 month and you can multiply that by 10 times the amount of everything, you may have heard Grant's 10x, right? 10x, 10x. If you can take that and you can multiply it by 10, you will get to the next income bracket, the next goal, the next target, if you stay committed. It's as simple as this. There may be people out there that tell you it's more complicated. It's not. Prove it to me that it's complicated. Prove it to me. It's not complicated. Just because it's not complicated doesn't mean it's easy. You see, a lot of people, they confuse what easy is and what simple is and what hard is and what difficult is and what complicated is. It's not complicated. Sending a space shuttle to outer space is complicated. Creating medicine that cures rare disease is complicated. That's very complicated. Okay? Multiplying your efforts, your hustle, your grind, everything you're doing right now by 10 is not complicated. In fact, it's a very simple formula. A 5-year-old can do it. And I failed math class. It ain't complicated. It's simple. Okay? So the next time you're asking yourself why you have not gotten to the next level yet, why you have not started making more money yet, why you're stuck at $10,000 a month, look at the amount of work you're doing, the amount of hustle you're putting in, the amount of grind, the amount of hours that are dedicated to your business each and every single day. Now, some of you may say it's easier said than done, and that's true. And the truth is 99% of people, they don't have what it takes. They don't have what it takes. It's a fact. It's a statistical fact that 99% of you watching this right now do not have what it takes. You just don't. 1% of you do. 1%. You have to ask yourself right now, are you in that 1%? Are you in that 1%? Let me know in the comments, are you in that 1%? See, that's the real truth. The real truth is most people, they want it. They know how to get it. I just explained how to get it. It's that simple. The only thing I did different, I was making $10K a month, and then I had my first $100,000 month. The only thing I did different was I 10x'd my activity. I went 10 times harder. I made 10 times as many sales calls. I toured 10 times as many deals. In fact, I bought 8 deals at a time. I raised 10 times the amount of money. I was raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. I times it by 10. I started raising millions of dollars to buy deals, to buy real estate. It's literally all it is. But the sad part is, and I'm just a very transparent, raw, and open person, and some people don't want to hear this, but 99% of the people watching this won't get it. They won't. They're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to multiply everything by 10. They're just not. Now, how do you know? Sorry, I had a call come in. How do you know if what you're doing is you're able to multiply by 10? How do you know? You have to be obtaining a certain level of result. Some of my students, they do $2,000 to $5,000 a month in direct mail, and that yields them, say, $30,000 in deals. If they multiplied that by 10, they can only assume that it makes sense to add a 0 to the number that they're making, right? That they have to add 1 0 because they're putting in 10 times the amount. Okay? Now, what happens if you put in 100 times the amount? Now, putting in 100 times the amount, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay? It's the difference between somebody who goes to the gym for 10 minutes a day versus the person that goes to the gym for an hour a day. That's literally all it is. It's very, very simple. And I want to let you know that it's simple. But you have to be willing to do it. You actually have to do it. I put on Facebook yesterday, motivational quotes and inspiration won't make you any money. They won't. You can watch all the motivational videos you want and go to all the seminars. They can't save you and they won't make you money. You have to do the work. And it's the one word that many people, for some reason or another, aren't willing to do. But I know that somebody on here right now is willing to do it. And they're going to go out and multiply. It's the velocity of money. Money is an energy source. It's an energy source. Money goes where energy flows. You got the energy, you'll get the money. All right? You're committed, you'll get the money. Multiply it by 10. It's not difficult. You don't have it, go raise it. You don't know how to do it, figure it out. Figure it the fuck out. I'm going to put that on a shirt. Figure it out. No complaining, no excuses, no bitching, no whining, no trash talking, no talking about other people. You know who talks about other people all day? Losers. Losers do that. Winners focus on their shit. Okay? So you want to go from 10K to a month to 100K a month, you better be willing to put in 10 times the effort. One of my mentors says, if you want to make $1 million, you have to be the best in your town. If you want to make $10 million, you have to be the best in your state. If you want to make $100 million, you have to be the best in the country. And if you want to make $1 billion, you have to be the best in the world. In the world. All right? In the world. So once you hit that next milestone, the only thing different from $1,000 a month and $10,000 a month is a 0. Come on. Are you going to let a 0 stop you? Are you going to let an empty fucking circle stop you? Be real. Hustle, baby. That's right, Miguel. Are you going to let a fucking empty circle stop you from hitting your income goals? How about a few zeros? It ain't nothing but a 0. So go out there. Tomorrow when you wake up, go out there and be a freaking champion, man. The math is against you, so you gotta be a champion. The math is against you. You gotta be a champion. The best way to invest 20K, don't invest it. Don't invest it. Unless you have more. Unless you have more. Invest in yourself if you have 20K. Or invest in training, and then, for example, if you're in the real estate space, invest it in tools and resources that are going to help blow your business. But 20K is, it needs to be put to work in building the infrastructure to your business. You can use 20K on a marketing campaign, but invest. When you say invest, I assume you're talking about throwing it into a deal. I wouldn't throw it into a deal. I'd use it to build your business, train, learn, and then invest in the infrastructure and direct mail marketing to get some deals until you build up your flow of cash flow. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's the real talk, man. That's real talk. Now, there may be other people that tell you it's difficult. It's not. It's not difficult. It's not. Making money is not difficult. If you believe that, I want you to just get that out of your head right now. It's not. 3 years ago, I was broke out of my fucking mind. I had my car repossessed. I went to jail. I lost everything. I had no cell phone. I had no money. Nicole and I lived off of her unemployment for $300. She lost her job too. We lived off of $300 a week. $300 a week. I lived at my mom's house. I was broke out of my mind 3 years ago. 2014. I was broke out of my damn mind. If I could do it, and I could get committed, and I can get serious about being serious, and I can want to level up, then you can level up too. You can level up too. You may not be in the situation I was in. Not everybody has a started from nothing story. That's fine too. That's fine. Shit, you're better off. But you can do it. Start believing it and go out and 10x your shit. It's the weekend. Don't slack off. Don't slack off. No slacking off. No, you will not go out with your friends this weekend and bullshit. No, you will not. There's work to do. There is goals to hit. No, you will not go out to the bar. That is a terrible idea. In fact, you need to be working, and you know what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be grinding. Because the winners keep winning and the losers lose. You gotta decide which one you're gonna be. So that's it. That's it. If you tuned in tonight, do me a favor, please. Let me know you're here. Slap that like button. It takes a second. You know where to find it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Good night.